trying to figure out what is the new equilibrium. Tell me what the new rules are. Are we in an era where the rules will keep on changing for some time?
Yeah, so a great question. I built a framing model about 4 weeks ago I'm using. And that framing model, you can think of it a little bit in phases. You might say right now we're in the delay and disruption phase, right? Right. We're still trying to do what we were doing before, but we've got delay, we've got disruption, we've got some stoppage, and
Yeah.
some things, right? So we're kind of doing what we did before, just in a new way. Trick is, I'm not trying to reset and reinvent to where I was. We're
Yeah.
reinventing to where we need to be, because where I want to be next is a higher level of output with more resilience. We all built very brittle structures. Everything was hyper optimized and closely coupled. And we didn't understand how one element of disruption impacted another. So when we build back, I got my leadership team focused on manage the delay and disruption and use it as a time of very fast, high cycle experimentation.
Yeah.
Right? Figure out, hey, well, how come we are operating more efficiently 97% telework when 3 months ago, if I would have said we'd gone 50% telework, right, everybody would have said, the world was going to end. Uh, Getting back to where we were is mission failure for me, because then we're just
Getting
as
back.
susceptible to disruption. But as a leader, if you can't get 2 or 3 phase lines ahead, and you create an organization where you're making every decision and you're over controlling things and you don't trust leadership, you'll never have the bandwidth to be 2 or 3 phase lines ahead, because you're going to get caught in the culture you created.
Getting back to the way we were is mission failure. I love that quote. I believe that this is an opportunity that exists for any leader to do exactly what you described. It is not to get back to normal. It is really to get to a very different state. This allows us the opportunity to do it, but it would be a missed opportunity if we don't actually make use of it. Um, I think that's great. You clearly also invested quite a bit to ensure that the people that the sort of that work for you, that in the Navy, are inspired to keep going. I mean, for instance, there's a new there's a new song that you upload on LinkedIn like every other day. And you're like, look, this is it. Let's get going. Let's be inspired. Let's push. But they're not completely randomly chosen. You have a purpose for each one. There's a little story for each one. I saw one from ACDC. You make this point, right, that there's a bagpipe in this ACDC song, and hence you were then folding in a larger idea, which is that new ideas, innovations are really combinations of sort of existing concepts. And of course, this was the whole thesis of the Medici effect, the first book that I wrote, and I think one of the reasons why we connected so much. Tell me a bit about what you think the role of music plays in a time like this.
What's interesting about music is a same song can have lots of different meaning
Mm-hmm.
in the time, and it means something to somebody. So I try and put I say a wide range of thoughts out there, a strong foundation of trust and transparency, and a couple of core ideas, right? Core idea: take care of yourself, take care of your team, take care of the mission. How you do it is up to your circumstance, but there's kind of that core foundation. And then I put a lot of messages out there of, hey, reaching out for help's a sign of strength, perhaps. Here's a song about that.
Yeah.
Or, right, or hey, let's ramble on, right? Led Zeppelin. Hey, look forward to a positive vision when we can all kind of ramble around again like we used to. Or, Molly Hatchet, flirting with disaster. Okay, yeah, you guys are making decisions you're not used to being able to make. You're flirting with disasters, but I trust you. So go make the decisions. And in that way, you can, help folks keep the positive vision, which is really important, but also make it real. Folks don't want things glossed over, but they need to understand the positive vision where we're heading to. And again, for me, I get great. It's not like me just giving it to everybody else. I get great strength out of hearing from everybody else back. My kind of new moniker is alone we're strong, together we're stronger. And you know, a crisis like this is good because it breaks down a lot of the barriers that we've put around ourselves and around organizations, and you know, kind of to your teachings of you know, how do we all work together and take the best that everybody has to offer. That's a really important thing as we work through this. It's going to be a challenging time, but it's also going to be an opportunity. And again, Franz, I appreciate the time and everything you brought into our thinking about the process, and all the approaches we're trying to do to be that Navy and that Marine Corps that the nation needs to protect our country and take care of our sailors and Marines. Thank you very much.